Robbie, do I have a red light? Okay, I'm actually ready, yeah.
Hi, my name is Jarno Cordia and I'm a wingsuit pilot from the Netherlands. In my daily life I get to travel around the world to teach and experience the beauty of human flight and have loads and loads of fun. Welcome to the ADHD lifestyle. Chuma is a good friend and base jumper from the USA and much like myself obsessed with exploring and figuring out what the human body is capable of. Sean has over 2,000 base jumps and is probably one of the most experienced people in the world when it comes to aerials and base jumping. To help us get a better understanding of these complex acrobatic maneuvers, we invited Sean over to Holland to teach a base jumping seminar. Sean showed us the various gear considerations, talked a lot about object selection and general safety, while I got to talk a bit about wingsuit flying and various exit and training techniques. We didn't stop at a lot of theory of course, so after a full day of talking we headed over to the big trampoline center in Amsterdam. First we just got to bounce around to get used to the actual feeling while Sean showed us a few moves. But with wall-to-wall trampolines it was hard not to just bounce around and have a lot of fun as well. Sean and local personnel at the gym assisted us in learning our first front and back loops. Sometimes scary, sometimes they hurt a bit, but several people in the group got into it at record speed. After a 2-hour session it was already time to head to the next location, the swimming pool. With a huge diving tower, this was a great practice location for both wingsuit exits and aerials. A big part of a good wingsuit exit technique in base jumping is not putting any downward momentum into the exit, while still having a strong push forward and actually jumping at the right angle. In the swimming pool the fear of hitting the water a bit hard of course makes the focus on a good technique quite a challenge, but it's one of the best ways to practice. While one part of the group worked on exits, Marlene and Jason took to the higher diving board with Sean to practice the back loops they just learned in the gym. Much like the moment where you throw a pilot chute on an actual base jump, hitting the water at the right angle is an important factor. If you mess it up, it hurts like hell, so again, really good practice. Both Jason and Marlene improved with every single jump they made and pretty quickly moved on to the higher platforms and even synchronized 2 ways, much to the envy of the others. Sean of course also got this moment to shine and treated us to an awesome display of cool jumps. And of course we wouldn't be a bunch of skydivers if we didn't end it with a nice big wave before we left the pool. As the seminar came to an end, Trond Teigen, Sean and myself got in the car and started our 10-hour drive through Europe. And after miles and miles of rainy roads, unhealthy food and loads of tunnels, we finally arrived in Brento. Brento is a huge mountain in Italy. The cliff has a big overhung exit, meaning it's a great location for training and practicing new techniques. Wingsuit guru Robert Pecnik traveled all the way down to Italy to come fly with us. Robert has been making wingsuits since 1999 and has successfully been running his own company Phoenix Fly, making cutting-edge wingsuit designs for the last 10 years. Together with Robert I got to play around with various acrobatic wingsuit flying maneuvers and back flying, skills not that common in base jumping, but great fun to practice. I also gave flying to the landing area on my back a go, but sadly ended up having my cameraman go low. So no proof on video there, but there's always a next time. After all the fun with acrobatics, it was time to debrief, pack, and then switch things up a bit. It was time for a bit of fun with the actual mountain itself. Proximity flying, sometimes referred to as proxy, is the practice of flying a wingsuit close to the ground or close to the walls of a mountain. Proximity flying in itself isn't hard to do, but doing it in a safe way takes skills that you can only get through years and years of training. And the best place to train wingsuit flying is of course skydiving lots and lots before you actually take it to the mountains. Time flies when you're having fun, and it wasn't before long that I found myself at the exit point with Sam Lamming and Sean to make our last jump together on this trip. This time I put the camera on my head and played cameraman as I followed Sean along the wall, trying to capture the immense speeds at which we fly. After a truly awesome flight, we separated and opened our canopies. For the line we flew, the landing area is a super nice helicopter pad in the middle of the forest. It's not that difficult to land at, but when you're wearing a €1,000 nylon dress, it can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. That rounds up my month of November. I hope you all have an equally great one. For now, have safe flights and see you all next time with the ADHD lifestyle.